Just few seconds.
No problem.
Respected Principal, KJ Somaya College of Arts and Commerce, principals of all the mentee institutions, all the HODs, all the teacher friends, and all the technical assistants, along with my team IQSC. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today, it is one of the milestone that which we are going to cover in this journey of Paramarsh. We begin our journey right from the introduction to the Paramarsh scheme to all our mentee institutions. We oriented all the all the initiatives and the possible initiatives that we wish to undertake. And when we convinced all our mentee institutions, we signed a mutual agreement with all the mentee institutions. Then we submitted the entire proposal to the University Grants Commission, and University Grants Commission accepted our proposal and recognized our status as a mentoring status. Once we had the permission from the University Grants Commission, we personally visited all the mentee institutions. We held these seminars, introducing them the importance of IQSC, introducing them the importance of the NAC, and also helping them in the formation of the IQSC. We also had meetings with the RUSA officials. We did had a national seminar on intellectual property and research ethics. And then we keep on meeting in between with all the mentee institutions. And our journey actually aggravated into a very result yielding kind of initiative in the form of the 7 days faculty development program, which we collaborated with Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teaching and Teachers. So that was one of the finest points when we achieved our mutual respect and an understanding for each other. Meanwhile, we have been in constant touch with all the mentee institutions. We, began our work, especially mentoring all the mentee institutions right from the beginning, even to the last, 4 sessions that which we had it. The first session was about the informing all the mentee institutions the role of the website in the NAC accreditation. Then all the nuances of the criteria 1, criteria 2, and criteria 3. We meticulously, cautiously, as well as very firmly, we chose the very rich and resourceful resource persons for the entire seminars and the training sessions that which we had it. We have been in constant touch with all the mentee institutions. So this is how the journey of our Paramarsh has begun in. And today we are on another milestone, which we are going to have it now, that is learning about the infrastructure and learning resources. My friends, I think you will agree with me that unless we have an adequate and optimal use of all the physical facilities available to us, so we won't be able to neither harness the quality in academics, nor we will be able to create new programs in our campuses. Therefore, it is a very essential for us to have the information about the infrastructure and the learning resources and what kind of benefits that may arise it. This entire criteria 4 is consist of all 4 key indicators, beginning from physical facilities, library as a learning resource, IT infrastructure, maintenance of campus infrastructure. I don't wish to go into too much detail because today's a respectable resource person who is having a myriad of experiences and having been in a position of an academics for a long time, and with a rich, research experience. Today she's going to enlighten us on this criteria 4. We're all very fortunate for her. So I request Hemali Sangvi Madam, our Dean, to welcome all. If she is here in the this one, though, can somebody confirm whether she is here, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
yes.
So I request my Dean to welcome a formal welcome to our resource person to today's seminar. So with these, notes of hope, and with the note of that our commitment to mentor all our mentee institutions even in the future, till we make and enable all the mentee institution to acquire the minimum grades required for their further survival. And we are very sure that all the mentee institutions have firmly resolved and committed to stand with us, and they have been a very constant support for all our ventures, even in the past and even in the future also. So with that note, I request Dr. Hemali Sangvi Madam to welcome our today's resource person, Dr. Namita Rajput. Over to you, Dr. Hemali Sangvi Madam.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Satyavan, sir. First of all, I welcome all of you, all the principals, all the participants of this seminar and webinar that we are conducting on NEC Criteria 4, an insight into the revised accreditation frameworks of NEC. Just now, the IQSC coordinator, Dr. Satyavan sir, has described that we have started this journey under Paramarsh scheme, and we have been fortunate, one of the very few institutes which has been given, Paramarsh scheme, and under which we are guiding and providing guidance to the concerned colleges who are, which are going for the NEC accreditation. Due to some commitments, Dr. Veena Sanekar, our in charge principal, is not able to attend, but she has conveyed all the best wishes for the webinar, and we appreciate the efforts of IQSC team and all the participants who have been joining us in this journey of this different criteria, and from criteria 1 to now criteria 4, and this has been a beautiful, enriching journey. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I welcome once again all of you on behalf of principal, management, and all the other members of our college. Thank you very much. Over to IQSC.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Hemali Sangvi Madam. Such a nice, kind, and inspiring words for all of us. Thank you so much for that. Now, I request our IQSC co-coordinator, Dr. Mahendra Mishra, to introduce our resource person, Dr. Namita Rajput. Over to Dr. Mahendra Mishra. Dr. Mahendra Mishra.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Today we have with us a very talented resource person, Dr. Namita Rajput. Dr. Namita Rajput has served as the principal at the Sri Aurobindo College Evening University in Delhi for a term of 3 years, and has an enriching experience as an associate professor, Department of Commerce, Sri Aurobindo College, Morning, since 1995. Before 1995, she was teaching in various other premium colleges of the University of Delhi, like Kamala Nehru College, Venkateshwara College, Shivaji College, since 1991. She completed her
Sir, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. By mistake, you are muted. Please.
Yeah. Delhi School of Economics, and doctoral research fellowship program in finance from the Department of Financial Studies, South Campus, University of Delhi. Apart from above mentioned, she also hold a master degree in information technology from Vinayaka Mission University, pursued a Microsoft certified course in cyber law, procured Sun certificate from Sun Microsoft, and holds a certificate course in computer science issued by Institute of Advanced Computing and Management. Besides her rich teaching experience for almost 27 years, she has contributed tremendously in the area of research, primarily focused on area concerning banking and finance, human resources management, and sustainability. Over 200 conference proceedings and publication in a plethora of listed journals are credited to her name, out of which over 70 are published in Scopus, ABDCA, and journal listed in UGC Care. She has been invited as a delegate on numerous occasions, participated and presented papers in over 150 national and international seminars, and invited for lectures in international universities such as the Brunel University, London, etc. Furthermore, she has published over 33 books and contributed chapters to the other respected publishers, including Bloomsbury Publishing, Springer, Taxmont Publications, International Book House, Lombard Academic Publishing, etc., in over 25 volumes. Besides the above mentioned, she is credited with the copyright of 3 theories: Bach theory of leadership, the 3E of motivations, and 3L theory of work culture, registered with the Government of India. She has also composed 33 modules for UGC project ePathshala and has contributed to the University Grant Commission, University of Delhi, and Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and several government projects in various capacity. While she is a renowned academician and researcher, she is also very active in the arena of social welfare and has been working tirelessly for the uplifting of underprivileged people, children, and women since last 15 years through her NGO UNAD. She has been a recipient of several awards and honors from a national academic and social organization, as well as Government of India, for her contribution in the field of education, science, social work, and leadership. To name a few, she has been awarded Dr. Radhakrishnan Lifetime Achievement National Award in 2018, Women Excellence Award in 2017 by YMCA, and many more awards under her name. Recently, she has been awarded by International Women's Club from South Africa, that our International Women's Award 2020. Now I call Madam. Now I am hand over to this session with Madam. Madam, please, Madam, over to you.
Yeah. First of all, my greetings and salutations and namaste to everyone, especially to the organizers who have taken this beautiful initiative to mentor their mentee colleges, because it is a step towards accreditation, a step towards quality accreditation, quality enhancement, and a step towards benchmarking. And definitely Sumaya College is doing a wonderful job by organizing such events very, very frequently. And to my this thing, I offer myself anytime whenever you call me for any criteria or for any kind of a workshop. I'm always there for you people, because that's my focus and mission of life, to do whatever I can for the upgradation of quality standards as far as the Indian colleges are concerned. I have been recently, given a certificate, international certificate for. I'm a lead auditor for quality certificate of ISO 9000 and 2015. So I have a very keen interest in, taking some kind of development programs, quality enhancement programs, faculty development programs for that matter. So first of all, my congratulations for such a good event being organized by the organizers, and my greetings to all the participants. So just to tell you and begin with the concept of criteria number 4. Just to tell you a small update, and then we will be discussing the criteria 4 in detail. The National Assessment and Accreditation Council has recently, about 3 days ago, has changed little criteria and certain metrics. So I will be giving you that particular criteria in the chat box so that you all can see, because everyone is making or revising their AQAR and SSR for that matter. So probably it is very good for you to understand. And at the end of the session, I will be giving you the metrics which have been revised. And if not, you can just log on to www.nac.gov.in, apply now. So you will be getting the new status, because under the pandemic situation, certain parameters which are relating to website and the detailed information which has to be uploaded by the colleges, because the teaching learning process and the show must go on. So on the pretext of that, there are certain minor changes. So you can just log on to the website of NAC and see the recent minor corrections, and for the better clarity of all the stakeholders. So I am being designated to talk on criteria number 4, that is why infrastructure is important and the teaching learning infrastructure, etc. So I will be giving you certain examples of that, how you can improve your report writing, because under the revised accreditation framework, it is 70-30. 70% assessment is done to whatever information you upload in the SSR, and the peer team visit is only 30%. And probably it is also under consideration to even increase it to 90%. Although the norms are not in place right now, there are due deliberation discussions going on to increase the concept of giving the online information with the relevant proofs which the NAC is asking, because those proofs are very important for you to upload on the website, the links of which will be taken care of by the data validation department, and it is their duty to log on. And if they need some clarification, you have to give it right away, and everything is time bound and everything is under a time frame limit. So the NAC accreditation process is a very beautiful process of upgrading the quality standards of the higher education institutions. So let me tell you some backdrop of why infrastructure is important for any kind of higher education institute. See, we have some physical facilities like building, play fields, hostels, which help in running an institutional program, and it must have a working policy and procedure for that. So this is one thing that, when you talk about the infrastructure, or when you talk about any parameter or any metrics for that matter, so all the, you should have some good kind of a policy framework. So policy documentation part is very, very important and should be diligently and very rationally made with the true facts. Because I must tell you here that if you are, uploading today something else and you are, changing it every now and then, it is not allowed. If you have uploaded in the SSR, that is the self-study report, certain parameters and certain proofs relating to your infrastructure or relating to some, labs or whatever. So it is very important for you to understand that you cannot change it later on, because if it comes to, because definitely when you talk about modern day technology, it can be tracked and traced anytime. So that will be tantamount to even your cancellation of accreditation. So it is that severe. So all the higher education institutions must keep this in mind, that you first of all, whatever information you have to upload or in your SSR should not be changed. There, and it should not be changed. So that is very important, because it will be, otherwise you will be, 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 you
University of now
punished in terms of cancellation of your accreditation, etc. There can be severe punishment also, which you cannot. Am I audible? Sir, am I audible?
Yes, madam, you're audible. You're audible, madam.
Yes, can anyone tell me, am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible, madam. I think
Okay.
there seems to
There was
be a
little disturbance.
Yeah, there was
All
a
the
disturbance.
participants to keep your computer on the form, so then or
We are unable to see your video, madam. That's the problem.
So first of all, let me.
We lost your audio, madam. We lost your audio. Namita, madam, we lost your audio. Yes, now. Yeah.
I think you're. Am I? Okay, fine.
Yeah, yes, you're perfectly
These technical glitches are a big problem.
Yeah, we understand.
Okay.
It's a digital India.
So infrastructure and the physical facilities like building, playgrounds, hostels, seminar room, labs, working place, the yoga place, things are very important for everyone, whether it is a teacher or a student, because definitely not because of the pandemic also, but earlier also, the importance of information and communication technology, it is of prime importance. It's a combination software, network, media, collection of storage, processing, transmission, information, etc. So today, and keeping especially the pandemic situation, the teaching learning process can only be furthered by embedding high level of information and communication technology in the teaching learning process and in the growth of, because everything after the pandemic is happening. So everything in pandemic is happening, but only because of the advent and embedding of ICT technology into place. So this is very important, and everyone should understand the importance of ICT. So the institutions which are having scarcity of all these resources, they must augment their institution with all these aspects. So then you must have a website of the college with a because that gives you a unique identity. The moment you about any college, like I was given an offer of giving a lecture on this college, the first thing which I did was to log on to the website of Somaiya College, and there I came to know that the college is so rich and doing so well, having so many courses, etc. So you feel enlightened, you feel, that front of you, the virtual platform is a new now, and we must accept this. And criteria 4 is all about the physical infrastructure, the electronic infrastructure, etc., and what is its importance, and how the matrix wise aspects we will discuss. And there is a standard operating procedures, and recently about 3 days back, some kind of weightage of various criteria have been changed, but they are not of very good aspects, etc. But yes, you must understand, because you have to make the report, that how much weightage is for what. So when you talk about the physical infrastructure, we have classrooms with us, we have the learning support facilities with us, we have library and information resources, computing and IT facilities, well-equipped laboratories, auditoriums, seminar halls. Then we have some, some kind of, say, ultra-modern labs for which we are able to only run the BVOC courses or the vocational courses for that matter. So this was all about the infrastructure. Then we have certain support facilities to run the college, like unless and until we have hostel, we cannot accommodate the people who are coming from, not from that particular place, but from the rest of India. We must have the canteen facilities because the humans cannot live without eating. So having a good, nice canteen facilities is also very, very important today, because the Fit India movement and the recreation, the importance of sports in our life. We all understand that all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So the recreation is also very much important, and so is the sports. So similarly, the healthcare centers of the institution, the student centers, the transportation facilities, which is being provided by the college to students, and the facilities in relation to the cultural activities. So, these are very, very important aspects when you talk about the criteria for that is the institution infrastructure and the learning resources. So now I'm moving on to the criteria number 4.1, that is the physical facilities. That was an overview which I was trying to give you to make you familiar with what we are going to move forward with. So like, for example, there is an XY college. So when you talk about the physical facilities, you have to give a complete and a comprehensive narrative in relation to your physical facilities, which is available in your institution. So like, for example, you have to mention where your organization is situated, and whether you have one campus or two campus or three campus. So you have to mention the number of the campuses. If you have one campus, and out of that campus, how many blocks are there? Like we have arts block, we have science block, we have humanities block, you have commerce block, etc. So the first thing is that when you talk about the physical facility, and besides that, the strategic location of the institution, whether it is located in some metropolitan or in some rural area, or you have one branch here or one branch there, or you have only one branch, then you have to give a detail of that only one branch, that how many block, etc. And of course, you have to mention about
Madam, we lost your audio. Madam, we lost your audio. Please recheck it. I think Madam has lost her connection. She will be right back. Let's wait for her. Meanwhile, there is some issues with the there are some technical issues. So he's trying to reconnect back, and she's here now. Madam, I think you joined now. Yes, madam. Now, welcome back, madam, again. We understand there are some issues with the technical end. Namita madam, can you hear us? Yeah, dear participants, so please have a little patience. We'll be back. Yeah, please give us a few seconds. She's going to come back. She's trying to reconnect back again. Give us a few seconds, please.
Am I audible now? I think there was a loss of internet.
Yes, madam, you're audible now. Are you
Okay.
presenting it, madam? We are not able to see your PPT.
No, I'm not presenting. I'm just speaking like that. And I will be sharing the PPT because there are some new changes which I have seen today only. So I will update and then you can share it with your participants.
No issues, madam. Yeah, please.
They're just
Yeah,
speaking
please.
like this.
Yeah, please go ahead, madam. Yeah, go ahead.
So when you talk about the various aspects in terms of having the infrastructure with you, so you have to be very particular about giving a complete narrative and complete description about the campus which is available, the different spreads of the campus, how many kilometers, how many acres, whether you are having some kind of a space for your future requirement also. So stuff like this you have to be very particular about giving a complete information, and that is under the physical facilities what I think is very important to give the details of that. So besides that, you have to also mention that whether the concept which when you talk about the concept, the institution land area, the locations, etc., the how much acres of land is available for maybe some organic farming, or have you kept something for the sustainable development, environmental protection. So whatever is the area available, you have to mention about in the physical facilities with a complete catch of writing it that we are having this much of acres of area with so many campus with so much of acre lands, and whatever we strive to do in future also, and we have the future of increasing the campus or maybe a building. So this is the area which is available for the future development of the institution. So whatever we do it in tandem with the planning committee of the college. So
the college definitely has very good infrastructure facilities with you, and the college has some smart classrooms. The number of classrooms you have to mention, like we have about 150 classrooms or 100 classrooms. How many classrooms have got the LCD facilities? How many classrooms are smart classrooms, seminar halls, e-learning centers, audio-visual halls, video conferencing facilities, multiple media labs, etc. So you have to give a complete information relating to the furniture, relating to the number of the computing labs, the number of Xerox machines you have, the number of printers you have. If you have some science departments, then how many laboratories you have. Then if the laboratories are there, how many good equipments you have. So the use of the college building and the infrastructure you have to mention. First of all, you have to mention the number. Then you have to mention that our physical facilities are being used optimizedly. So when you use the word that our use of building is optimized, say from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, we run with our regular classrooms, with our regular classes, and after that that particular place is used for the students add-on courses, or maybe some certificate courses which are being run by the college, or maybe you are having some IGNOU center, or Indira Gandhi University Open Center, or you have given some kind of facilities for the medical and medical and engineering entrance coaching centers for the school students. So or probably you have opened a center for UPSC also, so that the employability of the students can move on. So if you're running some skill courses, then you have to promote the leadership also with the modernized labs, with the highly sophisticated equipments, and the community college, etc. So you have to give ample information which is comprehensive and complete in terms of the physical infrastructure, as I said. So let me give you a recap of what I have spoken in about criteria 4.1. So it is the total institute, that whether the facilities of teaching learning are adequate, and whether you are able to maintain with the growing standards of the college, and the number of classrooms, laboratory, computing equipments, land, building, infrastructure, smart classrooms, e-learning classrooms. Then you have to mention about and give a complete note of that whether the use of the building is being used in an optimized manner or not. So optimization means that you are judiciously and rationally using the building of the college. After the regular college, you are actually using the college for moving on with the other facilities, like running the add-on courses, certificate courses, and to increase the employability of the students. So basically you are trying to move on with the engineering and the medical entrance examination, and could be you are also moving on with the UPSC and other examination. So you have to write and upload this information on the any additional information with a complete document, which is to be uploaded on the college website. And if you want to give some additional information, so you have to write the file description as additional information. See, I must tell you here that you cannot change the format, because there is a standard operating documentation which is being given by the college. So when you talk about the college, so when you talk about the information which is being asked by the National Accreditation Board, so you cannot change the format and the type of information what they want. But yes, if you want to showcase your college, if you want to show something extra, then of course you have to write as additional aspects in terms of the additional information, moving on with the information which is being asked by the NAC people. So this is where how we have to mention in the criteria number 4. And there is a advice that whatever work and whatever information which you are putting onto the website of the college, so you have to make sure that it is of that must be put on the website of the college, and that's it. Because unless if sometimes there is a problem that your website is being hacked or something like that, so the work is safe because they are you are working on your own drives. So whatever NAC work you are doing for any criteria, please try and make it a practice to do it on a Google Drive, which is very safe, and a backup plan has to be there, so that if there is any untoward incidents or if there is some hacking which is taking place, so your information what you have collected and your hard work doesn't go waste. So this is how you have to write. And there is one thing which is very important, that nowadays we have to be very
there is a type of information which we have to give it to the college authorities. So this is how we have to move on with the aspects. So the document has to be uploaded on the website, which is like any additional information, and the link of the additional information again has to be put on. So the NAC people are asking for the proofs. So as a matter of fact, you have to keep this in mind, that overall the information which they are asking has to be in a very standard operating documentation and standard operating procedure. And if you're not taking care of the parameters which are being asked by the NAC, you will be in big problem and the accreditation can be suffered. So they are asking you now for the proofs as a geotag pictures. So geotag pictures are very, very important and to be put, because you have a longitude, latitude, time, place, location, and a complete proof of the event which took place, and nobody can in that, and no interfere in that. Uh, graphs are there is a window-based system, so these are available on the internet, and then you can and then of course you can click a picture of the event and upload on the college. Point 2 is about the has adequate facilities for the sports, gymnasium, and etc. So basically, when you talk about these parameters, now it is very important for every student to have such facilitation. The college offers here that what kind of sport.
Madam, sorry to bother you. I think we are losing your video as well as the audio. We are unable to hear you. Madam, please just cross check that. It would be so nice of you, please. Madam, we are still unable. We are still unable to hear you. Please.
In disconnection
Madam, I think if the problem persists again, can you just put off your video and just put on the audio itself? That will do it. If we can, yeah, please.
Yeah, now?
Now it's fine, madam.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, so we are on the second parameter, that is 4.1.2. The institution and cultural plus facilities, the sports and the games, the training, it is a basketball, kho, etc. So, perspective of giving these kind of facilities, they must ensure
Sorry, madam, your voice is breaking. I think there is some problem. So if you just stick on to the audio, I think that will do it, madam. If video and audio doesn't go together, it's fine. I think if we can go with only audio, madam. I think we have lost the connection to madam. Again, the same technical problem.
Sir, I think I have changed the internet, or maybe now we'll be able to move on. I have changed the internet.
Please, madam. Please.
Disconnect with some other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
So I was just telling you that when you talk about the facilities, when you're giving the facilities to the organizational students, so we must make sure that there is a complete participation of the students also. Besides just offering the facilities is not going to make solve the purpose. You should also give them the motivation to be a part of that organization, sports activities and the various competitions. Only then the purpose of the giving facilities is fulfilled. So just opening a gym will not do unless and until the students are coming and using that particular facility. So we have to do particular aspects so as to achieve excellence in terms of giving them the facilities and also motivating them to be a part of that. So, some kind of diet clinics, some kind of yoga floor, music facilities, giving them a good instruments, wellness centers can, give a very big boost to the students. So a diet clinic, which can give them some kind of adolescent related awareness programs. So distribution of major supplements, taking care of their, needs, free health checkups. So all these aspects are definitely going to, take a lot of impact on the students, and definitely it is good for the institution also. So all the institutions who are striving to achieve the accreditation, or probably they are trying to upgrade their scores. So all the, the advices which I am putting you here, that you should open up the art clubs, the fine art clubs, so the debate clubs, the poetry clubs, the quiz clubs, because we are having a diversity as far as the students are concerned. So taking care of their diversity, we must engage them in the various activities as per their own talent. So this is how you have to take care of the students and give them a lot of facilities. These kind of sports and the other facilities, outdoor, indoor, gymnasium, yoga, is definitely going to boost that they are in a very good institutions. It is going to build up their morale, and it is going to give them a 360-degree development as far as their personality is concerned. So even the organization which is having a whole body organizer can also, nowadays obesity is a big problem. So many organizations are also having a whole body analyzer. So, a student, when he joins a journey in the college, so his each and every minute need is being taken care of. That is the excellence of the higher education, that they are not only taking care of the education, they are also taking care of their health, nutrition, refreshments, their cultural activities, their mental health also. Because what I feel is that now physical health and mental health both are on the same pretext. Earlier, the physical health was given more importance and the mental health is not given more importance. But now you can see the number of the suicides and the number of the depression cases, they are moving up, and people are losing their morale. They don't want to work. So if the institution is providing them these kind of aids and facilities, it is going to definitely give them a big boost. So you have to actually mention in your report, that is the self-study report, that what kind of facility are you offering to your students? The gym, if it is a gym, then how many square meters is there? If it's a volleyball court, then how much square meters is there. So whether that the multi-purpose court which you are, in which your gym is open can also be used for other indoor activities also or not. So if you have a fitness center or a gymnasium center, what kind of facilities are also there in that case. If you are having a planetarium or if you are having an art auditorium, what facilities are there? So just mentioning about the facilities and not motivating the students to attend is not of good importance, and it is not definitely good for the higher education institutions also. So motivate your students, give them a number of facilities because every student is different. So as per their needs and interests, give them the opportunity to participate in whatever club they want to, and show their excellence in that case. Because if they join that particular activity in which they are good, so they are going to give laurels to the college. They are going to, if somebody is good in debate, so the debate rooms should be there. Some trainers must be invited about how to modulate their voice, and whatever facilities you can think about and you can comprehend should be made available for the students. Because nowadays we should always move on with the student-centric aspects, and that is going to give us a big aspects. So here also you have to give the information and the proofs to the NAC people. And like for example, when you talk about the documents needed, it is again a geotag picture. Which is clearly mentioning and showing whatever you are trying to mention in the report should be clearly visible. You can also give some add-on information, and again you have to do every work on the Google Drive. So suppose, for example, you want to create a video in which the volleyball match is happening, or a cricket match is happening, or probably some in the auditorium some indoor competition is moving on. So you can just make a virtual tour of that particular event and put it as an additional information onto the SSR report, because SSR report format cannot be changed, but you can just put a link so that when the data validation department or the persons who are verifying your report, they are verifying to whatever information that you have put is correct or not. So they can just click the link and find out that whether the report which you have mentioned is correct or not. Because it is very important to move as per strictly the SOP, that is the standard operating procedure. And you must see the recent document is on the updation which has been announced by NAC, which is on 16th November. And today is 20th November. So about 3 days back, the NAC people came out with some changes in the matrix owing to the more information which is available on the website, and there are some few parameters which are changed in this aspect. So basically the additional information which you have to put can be in the form of a video, can be in the form of a documentary, can be in the form of a document, can be a geotag pictures. So all these parameters have to be kept in mind, that we have to follow strictly the procedure which is being adopted by the NAC people. So now I'm moving on to the next parameter, that is 4.1.3. That is the percentage of the classroom and the seminar halls with ICT enabled facilities like smart classrooms and the learning management systems. So here you have to mention the number of the classrooms and the seminar halls with the ICT facilities. So only the ICT facilities and the classrooms have to be mentioned. Any classroom or the seminar room which is not having the ICT facilities will not form a part of this information. And of course, let me tell you, because there is a change in this 4.1.3 in the recent document also. So here you have to mention about the classroom and the seminar room with ICT enabled facilities like smart learning classrooms and the learning management systems. The documents which is needed as a proof here is a geotag picture of ICT enabled classroom / seminar room with a particular caption that this is a ICT enabled room and this is a seminar room. So there are some matrix wise standard operating procedure which is here mentioned, that specific instruments to the higher education institutes, like you have to mention only the classrooms and the seminar room with ICT enabled facilities to be considered here. Not to be included are the labs and the workshops with ICT facilities not to be considered. So that means what? Any kind of a laboratory or a workshop place where you do the workshop is not counted as a smart classroom. So you should not be, because they, in the standard operating procedure, which has been uploaded by NAC on 16 November, has also come out with a column of what cannot be shown as a proof. So please refer to the document on the website, and you have to, cannot show in criteria 4.1.3 the number of the labs and the workshops with the ICT facility to be considered. So it is not to be included at all, because it is for the other purpose and it is not a smart classroom. So you have to actually give a proof side by side that what are the number of classrooms in the seminar hall with the ICT. You have to put a link on the documentation part. The documentation link will be clicked, and the validation department can see that whether the statement what you're writing is correct or not. Because there was a time that there were exaggerations, there were some kind of dilutions, there were some kind of wrong information, owing to which the NAC time and again are making it more stringent, more strict, more transparent. This is for the upgradation of the quality standards, and it is mandatory now for every organization to move in the same direction, because NAC is bringing in uniformity, and that we are all at the same level. If we are having a A+, so we all are having at least this much quality of the standards in our college. So again, if you want to put some additional information, you can do that with the particular information, because NAC people always give 3 links as far as the documentation part is concerned. For example, any link or any additional link which is optional is also available. So if the college wants to showcase and doing something which is out, so here next time moving on to 4.1.4, it is about the average percentage of the budget allocation excluding the salary for the infrastructure augmentation during the last 5 years. So here you have to provide
I think we lost the madam's video as well as the audio. Madam, can you hear us?
So we were talking about the next parameter, that is 4.1.4, in which we are talking about the average percentage of the expenditure which is excluding the salary part. So this is again very important that we have to exclude the expenditure, which is because it's giving a salary is a very regular part, and it is not anything which is the college is doing out of box. So you have to exclude the amount of the salary which you're paying to the staff, and you have to mention here that what is the consolidated fund which is available in terms of the infrastructure which is available and the budget allocated for the infrastructure augmentation. So you have to mention here the complete information in this regard. So overall, what cannot be shown here is this particular matrix is supposed to be looked only to the perspective of the infrastructure augmentation. See, what do you mean by infrastructure augmentation? The infrastructure augmentation is all about when you're doing something which is adding to the present infrastructure or increasing the sitting capacity or increasing the classroom sitting capacity of the students or augmenting it or enriching it in terms of the technology. So that particular expense is called as the infrastructure augmentation expense. So you have to, mention here, especially this matrix is done for the augmentation expenses, that what the organization is doing, or is the organization setting aside some kind of funds so that the infrastructure can be augmented for last 5 years, what improvement in the infrastructure they have shown, how many new aspects have been added to the present infrastructure, and the recurring expenses or just having a annual maintenance contract, and or they will not be considered here. So this is again is being added recently, that you have to avoid showing the recurring expenditure on the laboratory maintenance of the infrastructure and the acquisition of books and journals under this matrix. So the things which are recurring in nature and regular in nature will not come here. So the SOP here is about giving you the information of the infrastructure augmentation for last 5 years. And again, you have to give the complete audited accounts in this case. The simple accounts will not do, or simple bills will not do. Those bills and those audited statements have to be verified by the chartered accountant of your college, who does the auditing part. So this is how the things have changed a little bit. So now moving on to 4.2. 4.2 is a library as a learning resource. So library is automated using an integrated library management system. So you have to mention that whether your library is digitized or not, it is definitely going to give a lot of credits to you in terms of getting the score. The library main campus, you have to mention the details of the library in your college, like whether it is having it is in the main campus, or probably it is located somewhere else. How many floors are there? How many books are there? How many reading rooms are there? How many books are there? So the functioning of the complete library has to be written here, and you have to stress upon that your library aspect is library automation takes place. Because of this pandemic situation, the students cannot log in and they cannot come, or the footfall in the physical library will be less. So you have to encourage your students and give them the passwords so that sitting at home they can access the learning resources. The more digital footfall is there, the digital fall is there as far as the library is concerned, the better it is for the students, because whatever minor thing is there in the institution is there as a student-centric approach. So library aspects have to be mentioned in detail here, that whether the library is fully automated or not, which particular software is used, what library facilities are giving to the students, whether you're giving a remote access to the users or not. But now this opaque or providing a remote access to the users is very, very important because the situation outside is really bad. So you have to write the year in which your library was automated, using what software, under what version, what particular, if you're using a software called Koha, so the complete information relating to that has to be incorporated in this particular parameter, which is library. So you have to mention here the name of the learning resources, that is the e-books, the journals, the e-database, etc. So there are some services also which can be mentioned here, that library follows the open access system or not, or whether we publish a bulletin or not for the new edition of the books which has been added to the college. So nowadays every college is moving on with some book fairs, so you can always add some digital book fairs nowadays and give the information to the students and put a link on the students and make them aware. The visibility of the information is very important these days. So conducting the book exhibitions, the orientation program for the users, and sometimes everything is there in every college, but the students are unable to access. So that is the problem of the orientation part on the part of the college. So the college should take initiative in terms of conducting the book exhibition programs and orientation programs, so that they are able to give the users the complete information that the library is automated and you can always remote access, you can download the ebooks, this is your password. And of course, log in through UGC InflipNet, Enlist, moving on to downloading some particular thesis on Shodh Ganga, and this facility of digital dynamic library club can also make a lot of difference. So try and make and rope in every student, tell them the importance of e-resources, and especially in terms of the present situation. So you have to mention here the bibliometric security entry, so that there is no loss of books. Whatever you have installed in the computers of the library, and the accession system, the automation, the LCD displays, because all these things, because you have to avoid the book theft also. So these things have to be in place, and they make a primarily lot of difference, and make the users very happy that, our college is equipped with so much of good aspects. So they feel happy. Again, when you talk about the information to be provided to the NAC, again, you have to write like if you have subscribed certain journals, so there is a subscription letter, there is a different letters which will support your documentation in whatever statement you are making. So you have to mention here and add to whatever statement you are making, and again the information has to be viewed in the document. And if any additional information, like you have to make a video or a document of the library, or maybe some book fair happening, so you can make your Facebook live and put a link of that live video here also, so which gives a very clear idea that there is no exaggeration in the words which you're using in the statement, because in the qualitative metrics you have to write a statement which should not be more than 500 words, with a very clear and comprehensive and good statement. Like for example, you can issue the students the RFID cards, which is having a chip. So which if you put it into the system, though you will just come to know that how many books have been issued. So use of RFID will also help in finding the location of the student where he is, and if you need that book urgently, so through RFIDs things can be managed digitally. So now moving on to the next parameter, 4.2.2. That's a collection of rare books, manuscripts, special reports, or any other knowledge resources for the library enrichment. See, there is a collection of the rare books, so you can put it, in a different shelf and make it as a pride of your library. Like we have a rare collection, right from 1925. We have a good collection of Mother Veronica, or maybe the present library is having a golden jubilee or a platinum jubilee, or we inaugurated this and we have so many good books with us. A rich collection of international, national and the regional books are there. So you have to be very specific and exclusive when you write about all these things, because like for example, the library has about 150 books which were published way back in 1925, and there are some 605 rare books, or that kind of statistics is required here. So that book, you have to put a link on the information which you have to give it to the NAC in SSR. So there are some archives like for the different categories, like you have some journal archives, you have a newspaper archives, you have some book archives. So these archivals are also very important. So as a special collection, you can write that we have some very good books on the music, on the psychology, on the dictionary, on the sports, on the classical dance, etc. So like you have some digital repository collection, so you can mention that, or probably, the other information which you can give is your journal, report, books, legislation, acts. So now we have a very good and important initiative started by MHRD, that is the National Digital Library. So the membership of that and a proper working of that can make a lot of difference. So then we have, you can always, step into a new nomenclature of using sustainability in the library also, like no photocopy, or you can start with some green clubs in the library. So all these aspects are definitely going to really help you. So the documentation, etc., have to be put it with the geotag pictures and the subscription letters and the letters supporting that, yes, this facility is available, like digital library is available in this college. So you have to support your documentation with all this. So does the organization institute have the following? Like you have the e-journals with you, you have some e-Shodh Sindhu with you, or Shodh Sindhu membership, e-books, and the databases. So the answer in the SSR would be any 4 of the above, any 3 of the above, any 2 of the above, any 1 of the above. So you have to see what resources are available in your college, and you have to really answer strictly according to the facts and the figures which are available. There should not be any kind of exaggeration or falsification of the facts. So all these aspects have to be taken care of. Then we are on to 4.2.4, that is the average annual expenditure for purchase of books and the journals during the last 5 years. So you have to here mention that how much you have spent. So you have to here collect the bills from which publisher you have got. So this information has to be collected for the last 5 years. And you have to mention the details of the annual expenditure on which you have spent on the journal and books, and the audited statement of the accounts, as I said, because a simple statement from the accounts department is not going to solve the purpose. You have to go in for the audited statements, and you have to collect it and put it as a proof and upload it on the website and put a link in the SSR report. In the SSR report, you always have to put the links, because the format is very compact and small, and the work has to be done on the Google Drives, and the link of that Google Drives is going to put here in the SSR report. So then we have the parameter next is 4.2.4.5, that is availability of the remote access to e-resources to the library. So here you have to mention here that whether the OPAC is there or not, or whether the students are able to log in from the remote or distant places or not, using their passwords, etc. Because this facility is nowadays should be a mandatory facility, because the students are not there, the metro is closed, but the teaching learning process must go on. So we can always take a step forward and take a mild step and a leap step to help the students so that the teaching learning process is furthered, and they are not having any kind of problem in accessing of any kind of books which are available online. So next is your percentage per day usage of library by the students and the teachers. See, library is one thing which you should try and have some kind of motivational workshops with the students as well as for the teachers, that they are your best friends and you can augment your knowledge, you can increase your knowledge, you can write anything, you can collect anything, your information will be wide if you move on with this. So the more percentage per day for the students and the teachers is there, the more marks you will get in the NAAC. So when you talk about the normal situation, it's a footfall, but nowadays it is a digital logins which will be counted. So prepare your students, sensitize your students that it is good for your college, that if you access and it is good for you, and it's a win-win situation if you access the books online and the teachers also access the books online, because the digital footfall, slowly it will become your habit and it is good for the organization overall as a whole. So again, you have to mention the digital register, which shows the digital logins of the students and completely verified by your head of the institution, that is the principal. So that is the proof which the NAC people wants. So this is how this is how it is very, very important. So now moving on to the criteria 4.3, IT infrastructure. So here you have to write down that institutional frequently updates, that is the IT facilities using the Wi-Fi system. So you have to write here how many computers the college has, how many projectors it has, how many browsing centers the college has, what is the internet speed which is available, whether it is 1 to 50 Mbps, 2 to 50 Mbps, 1 to 30 Mbps, or 1 to 40 Mbps. So college has how many connections, and only that part will be counted which is leased in the name of the college. No other broadband connection will be counted IT facility. So the majority of the classrooms, if they have the ICT facilities, you can make a mention that these are the number of classrooms wherein the digital facility or the LCD facility and the video conferencing can take place. And in the science and the art blocks, if they want to interact with each other, so the video conferencing can happen because we have the digital labs with us and we can interact with them. So all these facilities, the number of computers, when were they updated, how many laptops are there, how many servers are there, how many UPS and batteries are there, how many printers are there. So along with the bills, along with the proper proofs which are being verified by the head of the department, how many projectors, Wi-Fi facilities, cable facilities, software, and then if the pirated softwares are used, you are not, you cannot show them. So you have to write that these are the softwares and these are the licenses which are available, or the devices of the security system, biometric system, what you have installed. So all these are IT facilities and IT infrastructure. So you have to make a mention of the IT and IT facilities in detail. So again, you have to write a geotag picture and the information you have to upload on the website. Next is your 4.3.3, wherein there is one thing which I have missed here in 4.3.2, that the computers which are available for the staff and for the non-teaching will not be counted here. It is only for the students which is available will be counted. So the next is your 4.3.4, that is the facilities for e-content of development, such as media center, recording facilities, lecture capturing system, etc. So the lecture capturing facilities or the streaming facilities, the e-content development, if you have some lab, you have your own YouTube channels, so you're recording it, so it is definitely good. So you must mention, make a mention of that we have the lecture capturing mechanism. We have you have to link it with the photographs, which are again a geotag photographs, and make a mention of that. Next is your having an infrastructure. Adequacy is important, upgradation is important. The next is your maintenance of the campus infrastructure, because if you take something today and if you do not maintain, so it is even more costly to buy. So it is very important, and there should be a maintenance policy also, which should be in place, that the infrastructure should have a proper maintenance in the college. So you have to mention here that this is the average expenditure on an average for the last 5 years that we are spending to maintain our physical infrastructure and to give academic support. Mention here the amount in details. Again, you have to get your statements of account audited. If you want to write some additional information, so that additional information will be again put onto the aspects. So sometimes there is a problem which is especially mentioned on the 16th document which has been released by NAC, that if the organizations wants to show the speed, so they take a screenshot of the speed which is available when nobody is using, and they just post that as a proof. So that should not be the case. So they have come out with the do's and don'ts that this will not be taken as a proof, that if you take a screenshot of the speed which is available, it is not being accepted. And the normal broadband connections which are not in the lease of the college, name of the college, will also not be taken. So these things have to be, be primarily very, very important, and to be highlighted here. So the next is that there is an established system of procedure of maintaining and utilizing the physical academic support structure, library, computers, classroom, etc. Now see, the management is growing, the college is growing, the needs are growing for an institution, and especially to cope up with the needs of the 21st century, you have to have a good planning committee in the college, which takes care of the campus development of the college. And they must ensure the development is happening in terms of the extracurricular activities, and give the students a very beautiful and a holistic life. So there should be a planning committee in which your principal, director, IQAC convener, infrastructural deans, all the deans and all the TICs, they must participate in that. They should meet at a very regular intervals, that this is how we have to move on. This is how slowly in first year we will do this, in the second year we will move this, and 5 years from now we are watching the college and seeing the college to be achieving that particular place. So that kind of a vision mission has to be incorporated as far as the the infrastructure is concerned, in terms of maintaining the physical and the academic infrastructure. So for that, the planning committee, the utilization and maintenance policy must be in place. So if we are talking about the computers, so the virus, antivirus, UPS, uninterrupted softwares, use of IoT is nowadays very, very important to be embedded here, because it saves our energy, time and money, everything, and everything is automized here. The use of the antivirus, malwares, the students' entry should be strictly permitted by the use of the iCards, because if the outsiders enters, they can hamper and steal the information of the college. So the garden should be well maintained. There should be a rainwater harvesting. The campus should be as far as green as possible, because it gives you the oxygen. And so whatever facilities, whatever sports ground you're doing, and whatever add-ons you're doing, so please keep a proof and give a geotag picture in that regard to the college website, and again to the NAC people. So the regular meetings in terms of maintaining, upgrading, whether the status is adequate or not, is being taken care of by the college planning committee. So planning committee has to meet very frequently to see the adequacy, to see the number, to see the improvement in the infrastructure is concerned, because infrastructure is something very, very important, the importance of which cannot be undermined. And if you do that, the overall results will be bad, and you will not be able to give the right kind of information and the right kind of perspective to the NACP, the qualitative parameters, in which you have to write a report of about 500 words as a qualitative metrics, and the other in which you have to write the number. There's a formula also which is being in place. So please follow the SOP. It is not difficult. Nothing is impossible. What human mind can conceive, we can achieve. So together we can be an agent of change and bring a lot of information, to everyone, and a lot of encouragement to the students and to the faculty. And especially in this time of pandemic, we should all join hands together to keep the learning process even better, what we even comprehend and what even we thought about. Because when the first lockdown happened, we were not prepared, and we thought that everything will be like it'll be a 0 year, and it'll be we will not be able to comprehend and sail through the big pandemic situation. But God is very kind, and slowly we are on to the digital framework. The number of the faculty development programs, again, because of the IT infrastructure, they are even happening more than in the yesteryears. And the NAC is also supporting in terms of changing the parameters and giving more importance to the digitalization of the programs, digitalization of the infrastructure, so on and so forth. So I think together we have to understand and see how we can make a difference in this pandemic world. So this was all from my side. I'll try and share the PPT by tomorrow, because the numbers have changed a little bit. Like earlier, the weightage was 5 and now it is 6. For the some other parameters, it was 5, so now it is 4. The minor changes are there. So I will do those changes and give it to the organizers, and they can probably share with for any kind of a workshop if anyone is interested, because together we can make a lot of difference and change, and make the quality standards up to the mark. And slowly we will be moving towards the global standards, and probably which we must incorporate here, that we have to now use the infrastructure for more into teaching, learning and evaluation also, like using the Bloom's taxonomy, moving on to slowly onto the outcome-based education network. How because unless and until the IT infrastructure is good, we cannot do anything. So like we have some add-on courses which are available on Coursera, and they are self-paced and automated. So slowly, probably that is the future we can foresee if the situation is not under control. So we have to look for some alternatives. But yes, the teaching learning process is going on very well. The organizers and would love to be a part of the workshops again if you feel that the information was useful to you. And thank you so much. And that was all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, madam. Now, dear participant, if you have questions, you can ask to madam. Yes, participant, if you have questions.
No, sir.
Okay. Yes, anybody else? Now, Satyavan sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Really, now we are towards the end of this entire session. We know for the last one and a half hours, it was really enriching. We understand that we had a few technical glitches, but even because even with those technical glitches, we were able to hook on to each and every metrics that the madam has very meticulously explained to us, and we are being able to understand each and every points involved in each criteria, sub criteria points, as well as those all the documents required for each one. Madam, you have really enlightened us, especially with the idea of having a good dynamic and a vibrant website, along with the how a library can be managed, how classrooms can be made ICT equipped, and how documents about those equipments can be created or maintained, and with what the kind of a physical facilities that which we provide, and the last one, how to maintain all of them. Really, madam, it was really enriching as well as a very learning experience for all of us, because you have had lots of experiences being as a principal, so you have seen all these things very closely, and that is the reason I think you were able to help us with all those nuances involved in it. So thank you so much on behalf of the IQSC team, the Menti institution, the management, and our principal. So thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. So next is, I think, yeah, thank you, madam. Yeah. I think every program which we do it, or whatever the kind of initiatives that which we take, the brain behind and the support behind all of this is our honorable in charge principal, Dr. Veena Sanekar, the deans, both the deans, Dr. Atish Taukari, Dr. Himali Sangvi, and all the HODs of our mentor institution as well as the mentee institutions, and all the principals of the mentee institutions, those who take up the all onus on them and make this teachers to participate in such kinds of webinars, so that they get enriched and they trained for it. So I thank all of them to helping us to execute this very perfectly in a very brief and a very nice manner. And also thank all my teacher colleagues, all my IQC team, those who have been supporting constantly, and they are the real energy for all of us. Without all my teachers in the KJ Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce and all my IQC team, I think these things could not be executed so beautifully and very well mannered. So I thank all of them also, and also thanks goes to all the teachers in the mentee institutions, those who have been participating here, and all the teachers across the India. I think there are few of the teachers, those who have joined on account of their interest in these kinds of seminars or the webinars. Okay, so thank you to all of them also. And I think I'll thank my project assistant Chaitali, and thanks to Zoom Inc. also. And but before I go for the last thank, there's a special thanks to our own the colleagues as well as there are friends and the sisters, Dr. Neeta Khandpekar, who is a professor in the Department of History. She has been always there right from the first criteria to this criteria also. And Dr. Hemangi Bhagwat also. She is a very good support and strength for us in whatever the activities that we do. So altogether, thank you once again for all of you. So wherever you are, please just rise up. We will try to play the national anthem. Just a moment, please rise up wherever you are. Yeah, all the teacher participants, please don't forget to enter your details in the feedback. The feedback link is already provided in the chat box. So please enter all your details. And those who have already entered the details, so please you can not a problem. Thank you so much. We declared this webinar, today's webinar is ended here.
Participant, please fill this feedback detail. I'm opening, giving you 10 minutes. After that, I'd end this Zoom meeting.
Feedback from the